like she was talking about the silent recession. A lot of people don't understand. This is a fucking silent recession.
Yeah.
You don't really feel it because people aren't really talking about it. It's a side, bro.
Oh, you feel it.
Bro, well, okay, you do feel it in when you go to the gas station, when you go to the, when you
No,
go to
but
Costco.
like, God forbid you have a loved one that passed away and you need to come up with
tough.
$7,000
It's tough.
to bury them, and that's just the minimum.
It's tough. But
Minimum,
okay,
I
back
know.
to what I'm saying
The
is
casket.
women live for today. It's why that statement you made earlier where you're like, well, who's thinking about the future, and
We hope we all
No,
are.
I'm just
hold on,
not
let me-
thinking about
let me
what
tell you
no
something.
man thinks about me.
Okay,
No,
but
they
see,
are thinking about
that's
you
a
though,
problem.
baby.
And I'm not thinking about them. So
Okay, but that's
not my
listen,
problem.
Let me tell you something respectfully.
That's what women think.
Right now, you're 21 with 35 bodies. When you hit, God forbid, hopefully by then you've met someone, you've tied the knot or whatever. But let's say you hit 31 10 years from now, and your body ain't gonna stay at 35, right? So imagine when you meet the guy that really wants to settle down with you, but he's disgusted with the thought of having kids with you because you didn't value yourself enough, right?
Then I'm not worried about him.
No, then you're gonna have
On
to settle
the next.
down.
On to the next.
No, she's
Yeah,
right.
you're gonna go
Eventually,
standard
you're gonna
down
have to
because-
settle down with somebody
Yeah.
that you don't want to deal with, but you're gonna have to learn
Facts.
ways to
Facts.
deal with
So
them.
you cannot compete with the other people that want to get the 20%
'Cause that's
because
the
you have
person-
no
right.
competition now. Because how about the person that fucked 5 people versus you that fucked 30, whatever.
And here's the thing: that person
gonna choose
wants
the other
you.
person.
That's the only person that wants you and willing to deal with your shit.
Willing
Not
to
say it
deal
like
with
that.
the
They want to
past.
deal with your shit.
That's not my problem. If he has a problem with such
It
a
will
small
be.
thing, then
not a
Hold
small
on.
thing.
What is her
That's not my
name? What's
issue.
your name again?
Marilyn.
Marilyn. Here's another thing too, is that you, again, because you're only living for today, you don't understand that when women have kids, you're already at a disadvantage. You're already, you think right now, well, because I'm young and I'm pretty, but when you get older, guys don't even.
you're
They
speaking
don't
for
wanna step
yourself.
up.
though, but you're
No. Let
speaking
me
for
finish.
yourself.
Let me finish.
You're trying to talk for
I'm not
every
talking for.
man.
Listen.
talking for every
Yo,
man,
I'm
though.
a man.
There's
Okay.
two other men
let
here.
me tell you something. Hold on. Let me tell you something. I have kids. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, most men don't want to take care of their own kids, let alone someone else's kids. Okay, that is a fact. And you can say, be like, oh, but I feel like you're wrong. Okay, cool. Maybe you feel like I'm wrong, but I'm telling you the truth. Most men are disgusted. It's in our biology, okay, are disgusted by someone else's kid because that's not my fucking kid. That's not my seed. And you can call me stupid or whatever for it.
No, I'm just saying
telling
that I don't
you-
even want nobody to take care of my kid. Like, she has a dad for a reason.
Okay,
It's not about
you're
that.
missing the point.
Like, I just don't think that I need, like, I'm never going to sit here and be like, oh, like, I need you to take, no.
You
She
want to
has
know
a dad
why
for
that? Look, let me tell you
And she has
why.
a good dad.
No. Let me tell you why. Because at the end
Hold
of
on,
the day,
hold
if I love you,
on.
if
Real
I
quick,
love
hold
you-
on. Between me and you, your baby daddy reached out to me on Instagram. If you want me to keep it G, okay? And I got to see him. Like, he actually was with his kid laying in the bed, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I saw his story, right? Was that really him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So I know I'm talking about the right guy. What you don't understand is that eventually, right, if you do meet a guy and you're giving me the excuse that, well, he doesn't have to take care of my kid. Let me tell you what happens when you get with a girl that has a kid and you show no interest in her kid. She's also turned off by that.
That's
shit,
what I was gonna
okay?
say.
It's a package.
She's turned off by that because she's looking at you as, okay, cool, we get along and we're hitting it off and I want to be with you, but if you can't take care of my kid, which is a part of me, I'm turned off. I'm
But
turned
that's what I
off by
told
that.
you.
No.
But that's what I told you the other day. Like, me personally, I'm not the type to sit here and be like, oh, like, I'm going to put my kid on nobody. No, I don't bring
You
nobody.
That's not the
around
thing.
my
Look,
kid.
this is what I was gonna say. Hold on.
I don't want nobody.
This is what I was gonna say.
One mic.
Because if I love you enough, I want to take care of whatever the fuck is part of you and whatever you love as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if you love your child enough, I'm gonna have to put some type of emphasis in showing you that because I love you, I'm gonna love that child too, in a sense.
Mm-hmm. But
Because I
that's your
respect you.
choice. That's your choice. I'm not gonna sit here and be
it's
like,
not your choice.
No,
It's
that's
as you
that
get older, you will
person's
understand it's
choice.
part of your responsibility. You have a responsibility, and if
It is a
I'm with
choice.
you,
Okay.
I'm gonna take on that responsibility to help you out.
Real quick, hold on, ladies, hold on. I want to get your opinion on that. Do you understand what we're talking about?
Yeah,
Can you elaborate that to her,
I
please?
agree. If I had a daughter, son, and the person I'm with is not the baby daddy, but he's not taking care of her, I don't want him.
Could you also understand though, like, let's say me and you hypothetically were dating, right? You have a kid, right? I'm in love with you, right? But I don't really feel connection to that kid, right? Is it now? Here's another thing that you ladies don't understand. I shouldn't have to pay for your mistakes, and I know that sounds fucked up to call a kid a mistake, but that's not my kid. So the way men see it is that's your mistake, right? Most guys out here, I know there's some guys out here that do have kids, but most people that get together, the guy doesn't have a kid, maybe hypothetically, right? Like that's the way men see it. That's not my mistake. I didn't do that, but I gotta take care of it. It's my response, and that's why I tell men that watch this show. It's 74 of you guys in here, man. Make sure you guys like the video. I tell men, do not date women that have kids. That is your last resort. You know how Basil says he likes Asians, Latinas, white girls, and then black
That's
girls
very
at the bottom.
contradicting.
Okay, let me finish. You can get to that in a second. The reason, and you can say whatever you want, but here's what I'm saying.
We all can.
Let me finish. What I'm saying is, do not date women that have kids unless that girl is so valuable
Okay.
that you can't afford to not be with her. Like she is that woman, which is rare. Most women that have kids don't even get the opportunity to show that they're that woman, right? Because the guy might not tell you, but it's hit and quit. And the guy won't tell you, I don't really see myself with you long term because you have a kid, but he'll be thinking it. And trust me, when I'm trying to fuck you and low Mimi, whatever you call her, is crying, that shit is a turn off, bro. It makes dudes want to get the fuck out. So I'm telling you, right now you're not thinking about it, but long term it's gonna affect you.
Yeah,
Okay? So what would you say about that? If me and you are dating, I love you, you love me, but I don't care about your kid. How would you feel about that?
I
We
wouldn't
can't be
like it.
together.
I'm sorry, can you let her answer?
Yeah, I wouldn't like it. And I also would understand 100%.
Okay.
I can't expect you to love my kid. It's not yours.
Okay.
No.
So
Yeah.
how would we go about that?
We won't.
We would just have to
won't.
break up.
Yeah,
So we
absolutely.
could literally be perfect for each other, but the fact that you had a kid before you met me just literally ruined our whole relationship.
Exactly.
That's why I say people have to
Yeah, I agree.
settle.
Okay, so this is why you would have to settle, but she doesn't understand that
I
clearly.
don't see it like that. But
Well, you don't
Every
see it
has-
like that
every
because you
has
haven't had
different opinions.
experiences.
Every has
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
hold on.
just- yeah.
I want
That's why you
Clement.
have
Clement, do you
kids,
understand
not
what we're
when
talking
you're
about?
married.
Yeah, can we stop yelling in the mic, guys?
Yeah,
shit
everybody's
is
It's
loud.
very loud and it's
Okay.
you know.
Clement, can you tell her?
tell her what? I don't think that there's anything.
No,
that
I want
don't
I want the
understand,
other
though.
ladies.
Like nobody here has a kid. Nobody can explain anything
All
to
right,
me
I
that I
have-
don't know.
hold on,
I
hold
mean,
on.
I don't know. Look, I have a best
definitely have
friend
a
who
You're
has
not
a.
speaking.
I have a
I
best.
did.
I'm actually a mom. So
I did.
yes,
I definitely
can.
have a
Alright.
kid.
And
Alright,
I
let's
can
take
tell
it to
you.
He's asking people that don't have kids. Yes, her.
And I'm
her,
telling you,
and her.
yeah, but for every single word, it's 100% agreeable.
That is right.
Your child is your responsibility.
100%.
If you're with somebody and they agree to be with you, knowing you have a child, that child is still your responsibility. You
Of
should
course.
never have to put that responsibility into somebody else.
Mhm.
No,
And I don't want
not
to.
at all. And now
She
you're
has a
saying,
dad.
and now you're saying, oh, but if you don't want to, like if you don't take care of my child, if you don't do this and that, it's a no go. But you're putting that's yours.
I think it's more the fact that, like, first of all, I don't come alone. I'm not saying I'm looking for a relationship right now, but I don't come alone. Like, it's not just me. It's me and my daughter. So
yeah, and that's why
like
you
he
need to
said, if
choose
you
the
tell
people
me-
that you're with very carefully.
Exactly. Because I don't bring anybody around her.
Okay, here's the point that I was trying to make, right?
So-
And I'll let Clement talk real quick. You're no longer just living for yourself.
I know
When you go out, because you go out to parties and you go out to dinner and you do, you have to already now you're starting a date for you and you don't have to tell me her name, but you're
And your
dating
baby.
you're dating for you and your baby. Why are you dating for you and your baby? You want to make sure the person that you're with is going to be a good parent,
Of course.
right? So Clement, you wanted to add to that?